What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Pro Source Pod. We got Eric, Nick here. Today, we're going to be talking about NIL money. This is a thing that's fairly recent. College athletes are now able to get paid to go play their sport, which is an interesting thing. Me and Nick have been talking about this for a while now because here in New Jersey, there's some really good talent, and there have been reports of said talent getting paid a bag to go play sports in college. But
There's rumors of a specific player getting $40K from VTech and then $70K from UNC.
yeah,
Like not like academic, like not like as in like that is for their like that's like their NIL money.
they're just getting yeah.
But it's hard
Here
to
you
wrap.
go.
It's hard to wrap your head around it because it's like when we were playing, like I mean, everyone lies about what they actually get anyway. It's like, oh, I got like 95%, and it's like 75% of it was academic, but you can kind of just tell people you got 95%. No one will ask them like, oh, you basically got a full ride. It's like,
Well, yeah, if you're smart, you know there's
There's
no
really-
money in baseball.
yeah, there's really not. That's why it's like it's hard to wrap my head around the NIL in baseball because there is no money in baseball. I mean, the only exceptions really I feel like are ACC, SEC schools because once again they just have infinite funds. and
Like
they
no
can-
one's
yeah.
no one's getting NIL money to go to fucking
UMass Lowell.
St. Peter's,
Yeah, no one- yeah.
or UMass Lowell or a school like that.
Dude, you're not even getting money to go to St. John's, and St. John's is good.
But it's like part of the NIL thing too is like sponsorships. Like
Yeah.
like you can actually get sponsorships now and get discount codes for like Thumb Pro or Clean Fuego or something like that and get a discount code and
I don't even know.
not get paid a bag from that, but it's
I
like,
don't even know how they're getting paid. So it's like
well, it's like the same thing with they're essentially an influencer almost.
I know, but like, so some of them have clout already. The ones that have clout have a better
Correct.
chance of just getting like stuff from like brands. I don't know how exactly they do NIL to give people money, but it might not even like come from like the school technically. It comes from like a booster, a local like locals,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah.
They're paid to promote something, and then I don't know how it works exactly. That's how it was like kind of explained to me. Like, let's just say like Chase Burns goes to Wake Forest. There's a local pub around there, and he's like on posters of the pub and like local commercial, like come eat here. And it's like, oh, he's got paid from that, like a lot of money. But
For
it was
sure.
it was really from the booster club,
Yeah.
but I don't really know. But that's whatever.
Yeah.
Here's what I've stumbled upon in trying to find NIL baseball rankings, like how much money they're making. It's undisclosed the valuation, but so it's like Chase Burns was at Tennessee, right? Went to Wake Forest. Had to have been paid a significant amount of money to transfer with essentially like SEC to ACC. Both good programs. Didn't really have a reason to leave, so it's like got paid.
Yeah.
Tommy White, NC State.
Got paid a bag.
Went to LSU. Like
got paid a
so
bag.
like just put two and two together, right? But no one actually knows how much they're making. So like
Correct.
I could ask Kev if he knows how much Vance Honeycutt's getting because he was teammates with him and they went out together before. So it's like he might have an idea of
He
how
probably
much.
knows.
Yeah,
He,
I
prob-
could
yeah,
probably
he
ask
probably is, and he probably has a better idea of how the whole NIL thing works, because he's actually playing at a SEC school or.
But he
I don't know.
he didn't get NIL.
Well, he was.
So Jerry got
he-
NIL because his name
Kev
is
had-
Peacock and
Kev had no
Peacock used them
clout.
to promote on it's a whole thing. Jerry would just post like tune into Peacock. And he was Jerry Peacock and he played in Notre Dame, so he got like paid $100 for it.
Actually,
I swear to God.
that happened.
Yeah, he was doing it for a little bit. I don't know how. I think he would perch them like or something, but he didn't fucking play. So he literally didn't play. So
Oh, that's
man
awesome.
was hurt like
didn't
two
know
full
that.
seasons. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Vance Honeycutt is ranked 27th in NIL. He only has 13,000 followers. Like across Instagram, doesn't have X.
Oh,
or anything.
it tells them what their
so
follower count is.
He's ranked 27th. But like no, follower count doesn't have to do with it. It's just like they have an idea of it's so bizarre. They have an idea of who's where in the rankings, but the amount they're getting is undisclosed. Because there's cats with like 2,000 followers, like Benjamin Blackwell. But he's above Vance Honeycutt. So it's very interesting. Like number where is he at? Chase Burns was ranked 15th on this list. Trey Morgan has 96,000 followers across Instagram, TikTok, and X. Well, it's really mainly, it's 85% Instagram, but it's undisclosed. But he's number one ranked on this.
That's insane.
I don't get it. I don't know what's going on.
Some of these kids are probably getting paid hundreds of thousands
yeah.
of dollars to go play baseball.
Yeah.
And like that's just baseball, dude. Like imagine what football players are getting.
It was you don't know about what happened with Caleb Williams?
No.
Caleb Williams, the number one draft pick in this draft. He had another year eligibility, and he even said, like, if depending on what teams get the number one pick, like, I might just not go because, like, I can make more money in college than I can as a rookie deal. So he's like, I want to go to like a situation that's not bad.
Crazy.
Yeah, so it's like
that is fucking crazy.
He knew he's the number one pick. It doesn't matter if it's this draft or the next draft, because if it was the draft earlier, he would have been number one pick. He's like, yeah, like
it's like, if I don't want to go to that team, I'll just go back and play in college.
He was making more money in college, yeah.
Dude, that's incredible. He's not going to class.
Well, he got drafted number one, but it's like, yeah, those guys.
Did he go?
Those guys aren't going to class.
What team did he go to?
The Bears. You really have no idea.
I don't follow football.
You don't follow any sports. Yeah, but it's like basketball, same thing. Those guys are getting paid. Those cats are getting paid. They're all getting paid apparently, but baseball, I just want to know how many people are getting paid and how much. Because Arachi said something about, I don't remember the kid's name, but like he went somewhere and then transferred out and got paid $500K from Vandy. I don't know if that's true or not. That seems so unreasonable.
$500,000.
That seems so unreasonable. I don't know if he knows what $500,000 means. It might have been like $500.
$500,000, dude. $500,000. Get the fuck out of here.
Like I don't know. It was apparently a BPC cat, so I'd have to look that up.
There's no shot.
I mean, I can do my due diligence on it, but like, there's no way, because you can't tell me Trey Morgan's getting paid like $3 million.
No.
He might be getting paid $3 million. But like in baseball, dude, no one gives a shit about baseball.
No.
You're not, dude. No, Trey Morgan's not making more than Tommy White signed for with the A's. They don't have that. They just don't have that. It literally, they just don't have. I don't know. The question is, do you think it's good or bad? I'm putting this away. I don't care about this ranking board. Is NIL good or bad for college sports?
I think it's a good thing.
I used to think that, and now really looking at it, I don't believe so.
Why?
There's no loyalty. People are just flip-flopping. It's a bad product. Like, the transfer portal shouldn't exist the way it does. Like, if you go somewhere, like, that's where you go. And, like, if you want to leave, you can get out of there, but there's going to be, like, restrictions, like, limiting how much you can flip-flop around. Because it's, like, not the whole, like, the guys before us. Like, even when we were around, like, the one, NIL money didn't exist. Two, like, so Dan said something, he was like, doesn't that piss you off? Like, he's like, knowing how good you were, and it's like, this is going on. It's like, well, I understand, but it's like, I'm not. It's like one of those things though. It's because it's like, if you see what's going on, who's playing now, and then it's like you could be the bitter old guy, but it's not even like the bitter old guy take. It's just like, it's monopoly money, and like these kids don't need that now. Like, it's just like, it's a whole world trend. Like, there's no reason for these kids to get paid that.
I get what you're saying. I do. It's just like,
it's just gonna breed degeneracy, like, in the grand scale, because one, like, no one knows what like dedication is anymore.
I think part of it, and this might be completely off, but it's like, I think part of why they do it now and why NIL money is a thing. It's like, dude, nobody watches college baseball. Nobody like
Well, it wasn't.
Nobody pays attention
It was
to
never
it.
done for college baseball.
It
It
was
was done. So, like, the whole reason it was done was for football players and basketball players. That was primarily why it was done. It's not done for baseball players. Like, so for me, my take isn't, it has nothing to do with, like, specifically baseball. It has to do with the umbrella of everything. Because it's like, dude, like,
Yeah, mine has to do with just specifically baseball.
because like women's volleyball, like
'Cause
there's girls,
I don't
there's
watch
girls
any other
making,
sport.
yeah, there's girls making bags in women's volleyball because there's some places in the world, in this state specifically, no, not in this state, in this country, like I think it's Nebraska or like Wyoming. The only thing they care about is the women's volleyball team. So like they get paid handsomely. So it's like it's a really weird one, but it's also it's like I just don't think it's good for the world essentially. But like it's so weird because my take used to be I was anti like the colleges doing what they do. So it's like okay, put it this way. There's the money there for every single sport to have full rides everywhere on the whole roster. They don't do that. Or like they could budget where everyone has a full ride and is making $4,000 for the season. You're already playing a sport. Like that's your craft in itself. Like depending on what scale, like what conference, like they could figure out a way where, depending on what conference you're in and the competition you're facing and like the revenue coming in, how much you like everyone gets allotted. Because it's like now it's just like it's sloppy. It's sloppy. Don't like it because it's just like it's just gonna breed degeneracy and people flip flopping, leaving. No one's happy. This and that. Well, I can go here. It's like, dude, like just tough titties. Stick it out. Because even if you're not getting paid, people transfer left and right.
Well, that's like
in the coaching carousel now is even more ridiculous than it used to be. Like there's like coaches.
that's a whole
are
nother
going
thing,
every
dude.
other-
yeah, coaches jump ship just as much as players do, but it's like think about why coaches are leaving. Why? I'm asking you. Why do you think these coaches are leaving?
Well, they're getting paid.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
money.
Or they were fired.
It's money.
They were
So
either
it's
fired
like
or they were paid.
yeah, but like most of the time they get, well, at least what I've seen, because every school that I've gone to, the two school, well, no, Charleston Southern and then Mercer coaching changes. Like I've seen so many coaching changes, and it's always money related. They just get paid a bag to go somewhere else, and it's like I get it.
I mean, Gorman essentially told all of us he's not going anywhere, and then he dipped the Barton after we won the World Series.
Yeah, money will.
But you know, it's funny that like they were a horrible program, and now they're actually good. He's good at what he does.
He's a good coach.
He's good at what he does.
Gorman, good guy.
Like regardless of like baseball stuff, like he's good at coaching.
Yeah.
But it's like it's a whole thing.
Yeah, he got pissed when I didn't want to go there.
You almost went to Cumberland. What did he say to you?
He called me. He called me one day. He was like, "Hey, Eric."
He's a good smoozer.
He's very good.
You don't realize when you walk in that door, he's gonna be it.
I never
shithead.
I never visited Cumberland, but he called me. He was like, "Heard you threw 89 at the showcase this past weekend." He's like, "That's pretty good. We can use an arm like yours." It's like, fuck yeah. But back to the whole NIL thing. The only reason, like, what I was getting at is like my take has to do with just baseball because I don't watch any other sport.
If it's just baseball, there's no money in baseball.
Okay, I get it, but it's like the NIL thing. In my opinion, I think the ratings in the College World Series were up this year. Like I think more people watched the College World Series this year than in the past like 10 years or something like that. So like it shows you the games going to, maybe not the games going in the right direction, but attention from fans is going in the right direction. And it's like if part of that has to be players getting these insane deals and marketing the fuck out of themselves and being flashy and doing all that, then so be it.
But is it good for baseball? Isn't it good for the world?
Yeah, I do think it's good for baseball because like if more people are watching baseball, what does that mean? More money is going to be going to baseball.
More people actually watching baseball.
Yeah, I mean you can.
Baseball's not gaining more people. Baseball's not gaining more people.
I'm not talking about baseball in general. I'm talking.
You just said it. You just said it a second ago.
I was talking about the College World Series this year. I don't know about, like Major League Baseball ratings this year. I don't know what they look like. I don't know if more people are watching baseball, but it's like.
All right, think of the actual baseball product of what it is today. No, this is its own separate thing, but it's like we'll talk about this in a different episode. Is baseball getting better or worse?
Is baseball getting better or worse? We'll leave that for the viewers to ponder, and we will come back to that in another episode. But for this one, I'm going to wrap it up. That's NIL money. We'll catch you guys on the next one.
I don't think it's good.
I think it's good. Catch you on the next one. Peace.